Minutes after its takeoff from New York's Kennedy International Airport, a Boeing 747 headed for Paris exploded mid-air over the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Long Island on July 17, 1996, leaving all 230 people aboard dead. The 4-year investigation into what caused the crash of Trans World Airlines Flight 800 was the longest, and at $40 million, the priciest in the history of the National Transportation Safety Board. The flight departed at 8:19 p.m. in muggy, but fairly clear, weather, according to the New York Times, blowing apart in a fiery explosion 12 minutes later. Among the dead were 18 crew members and 212 passengers, including 16 students and 5 chaperones from Pennsylvania's Montoursville Area High School French Club. Witnesses in the area of the crash reported seeing an explosion in the night sky, followed by a shower of flaming debris. Almost immediately there was speculation that the plane had been the target of a terrorist attack, with many claiming they'd spotted what appeared to be a missile heading toward the plane just before it exploded. Although the source that led to the explosion was never discovered, the investigation concluded the crash's cause was not a terrorist attack, but an electrical failure that ignited a nearly empty center wing fuel tank in the 25-year-old aircraft. The event remains one of the deadliest plane crashes in U.S. history. What happened to TWA Flight 800? The National Transportation Safety Board inquiry determined that the cause of the crash was an explosion of a combustible mixture of fuel and air in the center wing fuel tank. The investigators believed that the explosion was caused by an electrical short circuit that affected fuel gauge wiring within the tank. Traces of explosives were found in the cabin, but it was suggested that they were residue from an explosive detection training exercise that had recently been staged on the airplane. Among the FBI's witnesses were 258 people who claimed to have seen a streak of light approaching the airplane just before the crash. According to investigators, these witnesses actually saw a stream of burning fuel leaking from the crippled craft. Not only was TWA 800 one of the worst air disasters in U.S. history, it also raised questions about how America responds to conspiracies, how our government monitors the maintenance of aging commercial jetliners, and how we treat relatives of victims. Following its final report on the crash, the National Transportation Safety Board issued several safety recommendations including regular maintenance programs and design standards for fuel tanks.